Alright, this is Tactipants coming at you with a Mora knife review. No way. So this is going to be kind of short and sweet. This is one of my favorite user knives, no joke. Let's skip right to the good stuff. Sheath, pretty much perfection. Made in Sweden. What did you expect? This little tab here on the end and this tab here at the back means that you can take two of these sheaths and clip them together. So if you desire, you could carry multiple different versions of Mora knives. You could just keep clipping them on until eternity. You could have 8 different Mora knives. If you're going on a camping trip, my suggestion would be, like, if you wanted to have a knife that was stainless steel for food preparation, and then maybe have a larger carbon steel one for wood prep, something like that. Just a suggestion that I had. I have a buddy who I kind of sold on these. He got both, I believe, both larger ones, one in carbon and one in stainless. This is the Mora Robust. This is my first Mora knife. Pretty cool. I've had it for a while. Got it at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Like about the sheath, got a little retainment lever there, retainment tab. Stays on your belt, not going to go anywhere. When it gets wet, and it will get wet if you carry this on your belt, it's got a drain hole so you can wash it right out. This Mora Robust is a carbon steel version. There we go. There is the wording there, kind of scratched out and washed out because of the light. There we go. That's about as good as it's going to get. Mora knife, made in Sweden. I have had to scrape this thing off with like steel wool multiple times because I've got it kind of nasty doing outdoor stuff. Enough about the sheath. Works real good. You know, total home run. It's not going to rust. It's not going to anything because it's, you know, plastic, Kydex, whatever you want to call it, something like that. 3.5-inch blade is what we're working with, so kind of short compared to other Mora knives and other outdoor knives. But look how honking thick this thing is. I really don't think the camera does it justice. I don't know. Let's pull out, just for fun, a Spyderco, shoot, I don't remember what this one is. Bird Robin 2, that's what it is. Laughable. You tiny knife. Tiny little knife. I think this is like, I don't know, 0.5 millimeter thick, something like that. This is 3.5 millimeters thick. So 3.5-inch long blade, 3.5 millimeters thick. This thing is a freaking tank. There's no way you're going to break this doing anything halfway normal. Besides when my buddy Chris dropped it on a ceramic tile floor and broke the tip off after it was like brand new. So this one's carbon steel. I think it's 12CN27 carbon steel. Could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong, and probably am, knowing me. Takes a wicked sharp edge. Keeps that edge for a good while when you're messing with wood. Moving back to the handle, which is kind of rubberized, but not in like a cheap, like when it gets hot, it'll get smeary type of rubber. It's almost like a plastic. I don't know how other to describe it. I don't like rubber handles normally, but this is kind of a rubber and plastic head of child, and this is what it is. So you have a nice big notch there. Keep your finger from sliding up over the blade when it gets wet or bloody, doing whatever you're doing. You have a pommel here, which is plastic. That works okay for tapping on stuff if you want. Not going to be real great for, you know, pounding tent stakes in, but whatever works for you. The back of this, just in case you wondered, does not really work for scraping a fire steel or a ferro rod because it is unfinished. If you wanted to, you could take a file to it and fix it. Excuse me for my hands being a little bit dirty or having calluses or whatever, because I go to work. Imagine that. Handle's real comfortable, perfect size for me. I have medium hands, and I have done everything from slicing apples to skinning deer with this, and it has performed very admirably and worked out real great for me. These are about 16, 18, 20 bucks online. I got it for 18 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Check them out. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but they're a pretty cool company. I like supporting them with a lot of the stuff that I do. If you want to, buy a knife from them. If you're wondering, this little reason why it's kind of sharpened from here up, it is originally sharpened all the way back up to the hilt. I was originally using my, was using my grandfather's sharpener. and it only started sharpening here and went out to the end of the blade. So that's why there's kind of that discrepancy in the blade sharpening there. So overall, pretty awesome. Carbon steel does rust. Right there, took it kayaking one time. Does rust, so get after it with some rem oil. Right there you go. You can buy that at any sporting goods store. Buy the gallon. It's real cheap. Grab a rag, wipe it down basically every time you come inside. If you use the knife or handle it or mess with it for very long, oil it. Don't worry about it after you oil it. I even like bringing a little thing of rem oil or a small vial of, small container of WD-40 into the woods with me, depending on how long I'm going, so I can oil my blades after I use them, for the last day or before I go to bed at night, so they don't rust overnight. Because if you get rust on a camping trip or a hiking trip, you're kind of screwed until the end of the trip. You just wipe it off and hope for the best. This is Tactipants with my review of the Mora Robust. Pretty awesome knife. Honestly, I have a lot more expensive fixed blades. Not a lot. I have more expensive fixed blades, and this one does everything you want. This is a 9 out of 10 stars knife, guys, for me. Really like the Moras. I'll probably pick up a couple more at some point. Thank you for watching my review. Catch you later.